Thank you. Hi guys, and welcome to the ALAKAZAM live launch. Yes, welcome aboard. Very good. High five to you.
Hey, that's what I meant.
That's a good
the
one.
ALAKAZAM live launch.
Do you want to straighten us up?
Well, I might shuffle across, to be honest.
Go on then, you shuffle across.
clinging on. Welcome everyone to an ALAKAZAM live launch. Again, we say this every time, but if you are new here, welcome along. If you are joining us again, then welcome back. This is a live launch, like we just said. So we launch a brand new ALAKAZAM product to you guys live. So you guys will be the first to see this in about 15 minutes. The world premiere of the trailer drops. Then we have the creator coming on in just a second. We have a chat about it. We discuss it. And it's just a good evening, really. You can ask questions in the chat and just have a laugh.
Yep. And remember, if you purchase this while we're live, around about 8:15, we're going to have an after show, which will happen within your accounts in the Academy section. And that's where we give you an unboxing to the product. We give you the code so you can access the tutorial video, and we answer any questions that you may have, and we sort of go a bit more in depth about what the product is and how the product works.
Yeah, it's so good. And also, the product will be launched tonight. So at 7:15, it will go live on our website, and it is then out and available. Now, our US store has stock of this item. Our UK store, where we are, obviously has stock of it too. So it will be sent out sort of in the next 2 days. Should be tomorrow, but it will be all sent out this week. So yeah, very, very exciting.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to say, what did I want to say?
I probably don't even know.
Right. If you haven't joined us before, or if you haven't liked our Facebook page, please hit that like button up there.
We are getting close. I'll tell you what, at lunchtime, we was on 88,250.
Wow.
Can I just say?
Wow.
So we are crawling up.
Hit that like button. You'll do me a very big favour, because I jumped the gun a bit and I purchased a new counter for when we hit 100,000. So if I don't have that installed in the next month or so, Jenny's going to wring my neck.
It's going to be, well, look, it's going to be painful when she does that.
Yeah.
If the guys don't show some love on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's
so if you haven't subscribed to our Facebook channel, go do it now. And I will say as well, this trailer that you're gonna see is mammoth. It's 13.5 minutes long, because we show you. Actually, let's bring the creator in.
Yeah.
And
wait, why am I on that screen? That looks like a little mini me right there.
That is a little mini you. Oh, this one.
I don't know if they've got their. I don't think they've got the same top on as me, actually, which is surprising. But I'll let them off this one time, okay?
I think you'll find. I think you'll find we have got a little mini you.
I'm looking in the mirror right now, honestly. This guy.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Mr. Craig and Ryland Petty.
Look at that.
How are you guys?
We're good. We're really good. How are you guys?
We are good. We're really excited for this, because this is something, once again, people have got no idea how many Craig Petty items are waiting to come out.
And Ryland.
Ryland.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple of effects from Ryland still to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
You get name out there now, buddy. But yeah, this one. The reason I've got Ryland here with me is he's been working it now for about the last 3 weeks. Like, it's in his wallet, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it is.
It's in his everyday carry. He just has it everywhere with him. He's probably performed it as many times as me. So he's the only other person in the world that's performed it up until this point. So
it's so good.
You know.
Do you know what? We went to Houdini's a few months ago because we were filming a few projects. And you did a whole set with, not saying that the whole set was just this trick, but this trick was a part and a big part of every routine within that set. But you used it for different things.
Yeah, well, it's like I said to you, I said when we were at Houdini's, we were filming a ton of stuff, if you remember. Yeah. We were filming like 5 or 6 projects. And so I was just filming different stuff back to back, including 50 different coin routines, which we'll get to at some point. But when it came to filming this, I was like, well, what do you want me to do with it? Do you want me to do this or this or this? And you were like, do whatever. Yeah. So I just went out and I did like a 13, 14-minute mental act. Really, and that's the power of this. This is an everyday carry item that you can have in your wallet that allows you to literally just do a quick 1-minute bit, or it allows you to do a 15-minute act on the fly with nothing else. And it's really strong, really powerful, very direct mentalism. And anybody who's studied my work knows that I'm a huge fan of like everyday carry. You look at gossip, you look at playlist, you look at ED seat, you look at keymaster, you look at chop. All of the stuff that I bring out, it's stuff that I can actually have with me if I'm out and about. And this is a perfect example of that. This is something that would not look out of place in anyone's pocket. It wouldn't look out of place in anyone's wallet. But when you pull it out, there's a diabolical secret built into the props that allow you to do really direct mind reading. And when I say really direct mind reading, you can literally just have somebody think of something, and with no fishing, no memory work, no cribs, no nothing, before they've even looked at the information, you know what they're thinking of.
Yeah,
it's killer. Yeah. And what I love about it as well is that it's such a good like utility device, because I'm not sure what routine is in the trailer. I'm really excited to see it actually, because they're all brilliant.
There's 3 routines
is
in
there?
the trailer. Yeah.
Oh well, there you go.
A whole set.
But one of the routines where I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically it was used for such a small part of it, but it gave you such a good it's so pivotal in the method, but it's so out of sort of sight and out of mind. Do you know what I mean? Out of sight, out of mind. It's not a massive role in it, but it just helps everything tick along, and that's what I love about it. It's not right in their face, but it just helps you do everything. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's really good. One thing I want to point out as well is for what this is, a lot of people that live maybe in America will look at it and go, can't do it. I'm in America. I would say forget that. Once we play the trailer, we'll talk about it a bit more and talk about how you justify it. Because to be fair, things like this, a lot of people worry about how to justify stuff. And one simple word, and you're in. My mate gave me this. Oh, okay. It's
Exactly. It's like we carry so many. Like one thing that you keep in your wallet all the time is that one card Monty, isn't it? Like Ian Bailey's one card Monty. It's like always there in your wallet. He doesn't try and justify it and go, well, I've got 3 cards here that've got different stuff. You just pull it out. It's just it's just a thing you can do. But yeah, I've got very distinct thoughts about how people that aren't in the UK can justify this. And I'll talk about that after the trailer so people understand what we're talking about here. Obviously, if you are in the UK, as far as I'm concerned, this is a no-brainer, because this is something that everybody is going to instantly know what it is. We spent a long time on the process developing this to make it right. We went back and forth with prototypes several times to get it just perfect. And yeah, I remember when I was developing the system ages ago now, and I was sending you spreadsheets, and I was like, right, okay, look at this spreadsheet, look at this column, and it was like a really complicated thing.
I couldn't get my head around it. I literally, you were sending me all this stuff, and I was just sending them over to our designer and saying, just do this. And he's going, it's a bit complicated. I'm going, no, it's simple, just do it. But I didn't answer any questions. I just went to speak to Craig. But
the point is, I'd rather do the hard work and work out all the complexity with it, so that when the end user sees it, that's all been sorted out. And here's the thing. I taught this to Ryland on the way to the YMC, didn't I?
Yeah.
He was going to the Young Magicians Club.
It was on the train.
It was on the train. And he was like, what are they? And I was like, oh, it's a new trick I've got coming out with AlakazamMagicUK. This is what it is. And I showed it him. And by the time he got to the YMC, he was showing all of the kids at the YMC. He'd got it just locked in, hadn't you? You were like performing it to everybody. Spellman was there. He was performing to Spellman. And he literally just learned it half an hour ago on the train.
Yeah. When we had the prototypes come through, I went through them with Jenny just to check that everything was right. And Jenny intuitively knew what those things were. They just sort of come to her. There was a couple that she didn't know, and when I said to her, she went, oh, okay. But the rest of them, she would just look and go, oh, that's that to that, to there, to there, to that.
It's so, honestly, it's brilliant. And also the the prop, we'll explain all this after, but like Craig was saying, we went and tried loads of different sort of prototypes and samples, and the actual props used in the trailer, we've actually made them even better than that, and we'll explain why and some of the choices we had to make, because it was very hard to which route to go down, but we ended up with this, and we're so happy with the final outcome. I think they look brilliant, and yeah, you guys are going to love it. Honestly, can't wait for you to see the trailer, because that routine alone, that's a standard pack right there, isn't it?
I think on the trailer that's most probably the closing routine. I think that was the last of the 3 that you did, but the routine was a set. So it was I think you did 3 effects to the same couple, and they all feel completely different. It was a beautiful natural progression, and at no point did you just go, "Oh, let me just show you another trick using this." It was just. Nah. Everything just flowed, and they were just in and out of like the first one was all. I won't say it because we're going to play the trailer in a couple of minutes, and people can sit down and enjoy it for themselves.
People have different performance styles. Like Ryland, who's just dropped them all on the floor. Off you go. Pick those up now, mate. So Ryland has a very kind of hit and run style. So it's very much a case of boom, boom, boom. While I tend to, kind of, well, Ryland would call it long-winded, but I tend to, kind of have more of a, I do a lot more with them than. Yeah. But what's nice about it is it's a system, it's a tool that you can use to go in so many different directions. And when you see the trailer and you see the routines I perform on there, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that you can do with it. And I've talked about this before, but one of my pet hates in Magic is when somebody says to a magician that's not at a gig and they're just out and about, show me a trick, and they go, "Oh, I've got nothing on me." I think we should always have something on us. Yeah. It doesn't have to be that we're carrying around a chopped cup, a Rubik's Cube, with an appearing cane. We don't need to carry all of this stuff around. But if we've got something that will naturally fit in your pocket, on your wallet, that organically looks like it's meant to be there, that allows you to perform something in a very easy way, then, that's great. And that's what you have here. You have something that literally can be used to perform absolute miracles, and I'm really proud of it. Really, really proud of it. We've got a lot of stuff we filmed. We've got a lot of stuff that's in the bag. We've probably got multiple effects that you've got the footage for, that we've got like prototypes, and we're close to finishing them. Some that are literally sitting in the warehouse.
We've got 4 effects that could be released tomorrow. Literally all done.
And then we're filming very, very soon as well. But like the point is, we chose to push this one forward first. And some of the quotes that we've had for this as well are just incredible.
Mark Paul, Luca Volpe. And these are,
but it makes sense. It just makes sense, when I explained the premise or the effect or what it's based on to Erin, my girlfriend, and she was just like, "It's so cool," what I mean? And it makes sense, there's so much you could do with it, but I can't say any more because we're 1 minute over the trailer drop.
I will say, I'm just going to throw this out there, because when I carry this in my bag, so if I'm carrying this as an EDC with me in my bag, I'm literally going to have it in an envelope with a few receipts, and on the envelope I'm going to write accountant, and that's it. Yeah. So I'm just going to go, let's see, I've got to send these to my accountant. Boom. That's it. I don't have to say any more.
But this is also, we're talking about EDC situations and social performing. This is something that I've done on stage. Just to be clear, that routine that you were talking about, Harry, that can work on the stage.
It's so good.
Like a 6 or 7, minute moment of mental event. Really fun, really engaging, really personal, and all you need is the prop with you, and that's it.
Yeah,
100%.
Okay, so let's go and have a look at the trailer. Mr. Petty, would you like to introduce it for us?
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is
Platform 17 for the 1832 Southend service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Waltham, Haywards Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill, Assets.
We're going to try and do a few things here, guys. Okay? We're going to try and do a few things. And I have items. I have a post-it notepad. I have a pen. I have a couple of packs of cards, and there's something else in my pocket that I'm going to show you in a bit. Now, I will tell you that this pack of cards, in a second, is going to get shuffled by yourself. Okay? This deck of cards is not, because this deck of cards has a prediction in it for you, Tony. The reason I know this has a prediction in it for you, Tony, is because it says prediction on the other side.
Okay.
You see, I wrote something on a card in this deck, and I turned that card over. So you know which card it is. It is the only one facing in the other direction.
Platform 17 for the 1832 Southend service to Bright, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Waltham, Hayward Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill.
You put the prediction away in your pocket or something for me. Great. So, I don't drive. Don't drive. Just something I've never done. I catch the train everywhere, or I get a lift off a friend. But you catch the train?
Yeah.
Okay. So I collect train tickets. And these are all train tickets from 2021 and 2022. And they're all different gigs that I've been to. And if I go to a gig that I particularly like, I keep the train ticket to remind myself of the gig that I went to. Tony,
Yeah.
I would like you to take these cards. We're going to try a little demonstration in memory first of all. So I want you to take the cards and cut them. Take these little, like travel cards, these little rail cards, train tickets. Just give them a cut and complete the cut. No, complete the cut. So you put
Oh,
those
I
in.
put it back.
That's okay, cool. Now, because when you cut like that, it changes the position of every single train ticket.
Yeah.
Would you like to cut again and complete the cut, or are you happy? You can cut again if you want to. You're happy there?
Yeah.
Positive? Can you take that? I don't want to see it at all, so don't let me see anything. Now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to tell me the date on that train ticket at the top right.
10th of September 2021.
10th of September 2021. Okay, I remember that. I'd been performing the night before in Yorkshire. So because I've been performing the night before in Yorkshire, I was staying in Yorkshire. But the gig wasn't in Yorkshire, the gig was in Wales. So I would have been catching a train going from Yorkshire. Where was I in Yorkshire? It wasn't Doncaster, it was slightly further south of Doncaster. It was Sheffield, and I was going to the Valley in Wales. How was that?
Platform 17 for the 1832 Southend service to Bright, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Waltham, Hayward Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill.
See, that's not bad, right? That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see if we can go one step further. Do me a favour, give them a cut again and complete the cut. We'll get a completely different one. Complete the cut. Are you happy with that? This time, take this one. I don't even want to see the date. I'm going to look down. I don't even see the date. What you just saw there was mind reading, right? I'm going to see if I can go one step further. Concentrate on the date first of all. Concentrate on the date. This is 2022, isn't it?
Yes.
2022. It's in the summer. It's August. August the 8th.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a standard class. Look at the price. Look at the price.
Yes.
It's not very expensive, is it? It's quite a £6.30.
Yeah.
Is it £6.30? And the reason it's £6.30 is because it was quite a short train journey. You were going from Hackney Central to Kensington Olympia. How was that? Amazing. How's that? That's not bad, right?
Platform 17 for the 1832 Southend service to Bright, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Waltham, Hayward Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill.
Now,
Okay. Yeah.
this time we're going to try and do something even different. We're going to go on an imaginary journey, an imaginary day out. Okay? Now, the first thing that I want you to do is cut and complete. Fantastic. And I want you to take that one, but don't look at it just now. We're going to put it over there. Is that okay? We're going to get back to that in a minute. Now, on this imaginary journey, there's 3 parts. And the first part is what we're doing on that journey. You two are going on a little day out.
Okay.
Okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is the activity. We're going to put down activity. Activity. So, I want you to think. You can do this one first, Bradley.
Okay.
Think of an activity you'd like to be doing together. Bearing in mind it's a day out, it's not in the bedroom. So think of an activity that you guys could be doing together on a day out. Can you do that?
Yep, can.
Let me make my little prediction. I don't know. I'm thinking that'll be it. Let me just drop it there. I have committed myself. You tell me, what are you doing on this journey? You're shopping. You know how to. I like your style. You know how to.
For me as
You know.
well.
You know how to please the significant other, don't you? Nice. Okay. So you're going shopping.
Yes.
Right. Anywhere in particular? Shopping for anything in particular?
No, I was just thinking any place.
Just anything.
Shopping.
Just going out shopping, hitting some
Exactly.
malls, doing that sort of thing. Okay. Next one.
Yes.
You actually have somebody with you on this shopping trip. You have a celebrity.
Yes.
So I'm going to write celebrity. You get to decide the celebrity.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Well, but don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Here we go. Concentrate. I got it. I got it. I got it. No, I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm committed. People say I should be committed. Who's the celebrity?
It's John Mayer.
John.
Oh, you went John Mayer.
Mayer. Who?
Mayer.
Who the hell is John Mayer? I knew that. 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 John Mayer. Yeah. It just came to me in a flash. The final part is the destination.
Yes.
You're going shopping with John Mayer.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Let me just write down destination.
Platform 17, the 1832, Southern service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Morecambe, Hayward Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill.
So the card that you picked at the beginning, have a look at where you're ending up. Okay, do you know where that is?
Yep.
And we'll use that as the basis of where you're going. So you're not going to the train station, but in the area that that
Yeah,
train
yeah,
station's at, okay? So
Yeah.
don't let me see it. I'm going to write down here. Okay. Let me just pop that one in there. So think about this for a minute.
Yes.
You made all the choices. And I tried to predict everything. And I made my predictions before you even decided on anything. But you ended up going shopping with John Mayer somewhere. Where are you going?
Manchester, Piccadilly.
So you're going to Manchester. You're not going to hang around the train station. That'd be kind of sad. But you're going to Manchester, right?
Yes.
Okay. And these have been here. Whoops, there we go. These have been here. I mean, this would be impossible. You've seen a lot of crazy stuff here today. Like, you've seen some very, very strange things. But if I got this, that would be nothing short of impossible. Absolutely impossible. Frankly, I'll amaze myself if this one works. Because, frankly, it doesn't always, and that's true, but let's have a look. So first of all, I wrote down activity.
Yes.
And I wrote something on here before you even told me the activity. You said shopping. And I wrote down shopping.
Okay.
Okay. 1 out of 3.
Okay.
But then you said a celebrity. And I wrote it down before you said anything. You said there's no way you're going to get this, Craig.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
I wrote,
Shut up.
I know!
How?
I have no idea. This stuff just comes to me.
Magic.
And then finally, you're going where?
Manchester.
And I wrote down
Manchester.
That's amazing.
Very
That's really
good.
But,
That's insane.
but
Insane.
before we
Insane.
finish, I
Yes.
promised you one last thing, the prediction that's been in
I
your
don't know how
pocket.
you got to John Mayer.
No.
Sorry. That's
No, me neither.
How you got to John
I don't
Mayer.
even know who the bloke is, so that was even more impressive.
Like literally, yeah, insane.
We're going to do one last thing. Do me a favour. Just cut and complete the cut for me if you can, please, Bradley. You haven't cut at any point, so now you get to cut and complete the cut. That's great. Wonderful. So, this one right here. Can you have a look at it? Look at the destination. Now, if you're happy with it, or would you like to change it? You want to change it? Okay. Cut again. You want to keep it, or do you want to change it? It's the destination.
Yes.
You're happy with it. If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. Here's the thing. The cards that were shuffled at the very beginning. You shuffled these into a random order. I mean, there's so many combinations. The more you shuffle, the more random the combination gets, right? We're going to try and do something. You picked a destination. You know what it is, right?
I do.
You are going to pick a card. As I cut packets onto the table, just say stop. There. Yeah? Do you want one more cut? No, are you happy here? The 2 of diamonds. So we have the 2 of diamonds, and we have a destination. What's the destination?
You tell me.
I don't know. I did the mind reading bit. I've done that like 3 times. This is the prediction. What's the? Well, okay, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Make it hard for me, like a challenge. Remember the prediction? Can you grab it out or it's there? Now here's the thing. Do you remember I said I turned one card over from the very beginning? Yeah. One card has been turned over, and you said, remember I said I wrote something on the back of it? It's right near the front, as you can see.
Okay,
It is the only one that's turned over. And I wrote on this, Valley. How did I do?
Oh, very good.
Was that the one?
That was the destination.
But the thing that's going to really freak you out, the thing that's going to really make you think about this when you go home and talk about this, isn't about how I predicted Valley. It's about how I did it by writing it on the back of the 2 of diamonds.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Guys, thank you so much for
Thank you
helping.
so
I
much.
really
Thank you,
appreciate
Fred.
it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Man.
Platform 17 for the 1832 Southend service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Morecambe, Hayward Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill, Essex, Preston Park and Brighton. Customers on London Road, Moorskool, Falmer and Lewis, also Hove and...
That is so good. So good.
It's brilliant. I love it.
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
it.
There they are. Can you guys hear me? I noticed a couple of comments, people saying they couldn't hear me. Am I coming
We've
across okay?
ramped you up a bit this end.
Yeah, and it sounds better.
Okay.
So
I've checked my mic. If there's a problem, let me know. I've checked our internal mics.
and it should be good now. We've tweaked it just a little bit. First of all, I will just say, honestly, this is incredible. This is honestly unbelievable. Now, there is so much you could do with it, and I'm not going to lie, this is the first time I've seen this here. Dad quickly showed me, and now, I've got it down already, and it was about 2 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're going to learn this in 2 seconds. It's brilliant.
Craig's done all the thinking for you, but I will say as well, for using it as part of a one ahead is beautiful, because usually it is that sort of think of anywhere, do this, now pick a playing card, and this makes
the
it
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing with this. I've always loved the mental epic style routine, the one ahead style routine. But the problem with it was always there's 2 open predictions or 2 open things and 1 closed. Like you said, think of anything, now pick a card while I riffle down the deck. And it doesn't make sense because a lot of them are just not even connected together. But by using this, it allows you to have them take a card right at the very beginning, put it to one side without looking at it, but and construct this narrative where you're going on an imaginary journey and you're doing all of the predictions feel completely and totally impossible. And also notice the use of the post-it notes pad, and notice that you're not just writing them arbitrarily on post-it notes. You're writing at the top, right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to write activity. So afterwards, it's a stopping point. But when you're opening everything up, they can see that you actually wrote the prediction on activity. That was the activity. You wrote the prediction, celebrity on celebrity. And that's what I mean about this being a tool. That's just one routine. And there's so much stuff that you can do with this. But in essence, what we have here, if I, there you go, we have train tickets. That's what we have. We have train tickets. And we spent a long time making these look just like normal train tickets in every way, shape, and form. But in reality, they allow you to know all the information on that, on whichever one they take. You instantly know everything with no memory work.
It's so good. It's so good. And as well, so in the trailer, a couple of things we thought about was in the trailer, they were slightly larger than these. So we've scaled them down to pretty much exactly
train ticket size,
to start with. Now, we was umming and ahhing on the stock, and we've gone for this one, which will last longer. It still feels like good, obviously, and bearing in mind, this is one of the things where the more times you use it, it's still going to work, you're still going to be able to do it, but it's going to look more organic and stuff, and more genuine. So the more you use it, the more sort of battered it gets, the better it will look itself. But we've done it on this stock rather than actual train ticket stock, because as you know, they're so thin and they're just going to rip and things like that, and just not be great. So these will last you a hell of a lot longer. Handle well, not that really you're going to be doing anything like that apart from doing some cuts and things like that anyway. But yeah, like I said, this is one of the ones where in a few months, send us a picture of what it looks like, because it's going to look so much better. You know, the corners might get a bit dented or anything like that, and it would just look so legit.
And the thing is, Craig has literally been through each one of these. So they're all different destinations, travelling all over the country. They've got sort of correct prices on them as well. They're all on different dates. Some are first class, some are standard class. And the amount of information you can give them, because I don't think you touched on everything during that trailer. So tell us what we can actually reveal on these, Craig.
Well, you can reveal absolutely everything. So, like, there's multiple pieces of information on a train ticket. You have whether it's a first class or a standard. You have whether it's you have the date, you have the price, you have the start point and the destination, and immediately you know all the information that you need before they even know it. And that's the beautiful thing about this, because I think I'm not giving too much away by saying that these are in a stack. Obviously, I think, let's credit people with some intelligence here. These are in a stacked position. Now, I go through on the tutorial about how to, when you're showing them, you're not treating them like playing cards, because they're not playing cards, but you can do like a simple Charlier shuffle as you're showing them. But the beautiful thing is, as soon as they cut, and I'm going to try and do this here. So as soon as they, there you go. As soon as they cut to take one, or they can touch one, you can fan them out. The reason I don't get them to fan them out is I don't want people to think that these are playing cards in any way, shape, or form. So I just say, hey, you just cut and take one. As soon as they take one, you have the information on here that tells you everything immediately. So if you're doing this in a walk-around set, like you saw me there, I put this stack down on the table in front of me, and I was able to kind of do that and look down. And instantly, I just get a glimpse and I've got all that information. If I'm doing this walk around, I just keep the rest of the stack here. And I'm saying, hey, like, I want to imagine right here. I want to imagine that train ticket. Now think about the date. And as I'm doing that, I'm looking at everything that I need right here. Give me all the information. But you can look at these with a fine tooth comb. You can have somebody examine these. You can have somebody who works for a train company examine these, and they look absolutely completely normal. You can't tell where you're getting the information from, but you are. And my eyes are very, very bad. I've talked about this before. I have terrible eyesight. I made it so that the markings are so clear, aren't they? So and it's that fast. You know, you can get everything. So and all of the train tickets have been they're all from 2022 and 2021. And I say that I say, hey, I've got some train tickets from the last couple of years here. Let's try something. They just look legit. All of them are different. You can go through each individual one, and like Pete says, the prices are correct. Everything's correct about them. There's really, I mean, I'm happy to answer anybody's questions. There's nothing really to say about these. They are exactly what you see right here. You know,
100%. Now, as well, what I will say is, even though the markings are well hidden, and obviously I'd happily give these out to someone and get them to examine them, stuff like that. It's not convoluted markings, you know. It literally will tell you, looking at it. You haven't got to work anything out, you know. You literally look at it and it will tell you.
It's very intuitive.
Yeah, it's
like I said, when I was going through them with Mum and checking them, I was naming actually she was naming the marks, and I was checking them on the cards. So, you know, there was a couple that she had to look up, but apart from those, all the rest of them she knew, because it's very, very intuitive.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say there's memory work, because you're reading it.
No, there isn't any memory.
You're reading it.
Even if you were to drop the cards like Ryland just did, to get them back in order.
It's easy.
Yeah,
don't worry, because I'd done the same thing. Just when the trailer was on, I cut the cards, I was shuffling them, and then I realised. But literally, 2 seconds now, mine are back, and it is. Well, even that's thought of, you know, and it's so important. You don't want to sit there for ages and do this. Literally, in 2 seconds, it's back. You know, so you don't have to worry about that.
I'm going to just show where you get the information from. Is that all right, Pete?
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to bring you up full screen.
So
let me take that down.
So, because there's something really important I want to show you here. So, okay, that's right. So that booking reference number at the bottom there, that tells you everything that you need. Absolutely everything. If you look at that, you know, and we're going to go through more of this in the after show. But the S tells you if it's standard or first class, so it always starts with an S or an F. Then the number is the stack number, so you can put them back into position very, very easily. But it also tells you the date. Then the first three letters tell you the station you're going from. The next numbers are the price. And then the last digits tell you where you're going to. Letters tell you where you're going to. So in this case, if you looked at that, you're going from Rugby to Upminster, £39.10, 9th of August 2022. And it's a standard class. It tells you absolutely.
It's so good.
And the only thing Harry and Pete mentioned about, you know, there were a couple that Jenny had to think through. There were 26 stations, and pretty much all of them are just intuitive. You see RUG, that's rugby. There's a couple that maybe aren't, like Bally, BAL. You might not have heard, because I wanted to put some random ones in.
There was EMP.
But here's the beautiful thing. If you go out and you perform with this, and you can't, for some reason, you have a mental blank, and you can't remember what UPM is, which is Upminster, you can still see, whether it's standard first class, you can see the date, and you can see the price. So you can still give people a ton of information. You can go, right, okay, I think the price, if you look at it and you don't know what the station is, you go, look at the price, that's £39.10. Is that right? Yeah? Let's try and do something else. Cut again. And now you get a different card, and you probably will know the ones on there. Within seconds, you're going to know them anyway. But I've even built into the system that if you have a mental blank for some reason, you've got everything that you need there to still be able to do an effective hit before you move on.
There's also no information on the card that you can't reveal, which is good, because sometimes I've seen some effects where you can reveal some of it, but then the spectator, I know for a fact they would say, well, what about this? Like, I'm sure there's something, where you reveal everything, but you can't reveal the film or the meal or something like that. But with this, you can reveal every bit of information that they would possibly ask. Price, first or standard class, the date, destination.
There's a couple of questions I want to answer here. So Richard Eaton said, how good are the markings? Now, my eyesight is really bad. I mean, the only mark cards I can read are most probably
DMC.
at a distance that I'd like to do it without doing this. I can read this from here.
Yeah.
Without any trouble.
But the good thing is you haven't got to look for a mark, and it's allowed to be big because of the way Craig's done it. It can be big because it looks normal. It's not like you've got all the information just written word for word on the back where you've got to secretly hide it, so if someone looks at it they will see it. You haven't got to hide this, you know, because it's hidden in plain sight. You haven't got to worry about someone seeing it because they're not going to notice anything.
No, that's it.
The other
And
thing psychologically is you're not actually reading the back of the card they've taken.
no,
You're looking
that's
at
the thing. Yeah.
You're looking at a completely different card.
100%.
They can cover that up as much as they want to.
Well, you actually see that in the trailer where the guy covers it to make sure you can't see through it or whatever. And it means nothing to you because you're looking over here, which is great, you know.
Bear me one sec. Let's have a look.
Keith asked, will there be a USA version? I'm not sure if there will be, but like I said, because they're British train tickets, it's very easy to say either you took a trip to the UK and you went up and down the UK by train, or your friend had some train tickets from a recent journey and you took them because you thought it would be interesting to do something with places in England. It's very, very easy to, in fact, I think it would most probably be even more interesting if you're in America, because America know places like Birmingham, London, you know, Manchester, all these sort of places. They've heard of them, and so it will be interesting to talk about them, you know.
I also think...
Sorry.
No, you
No,
go.
go on,
You
Harry.
go. You go.
No, you go first. Go,
All right.
go.
I was going to say, I also just don't think, every time I've been out performing, I haven't really had to justify anything.
No,
you know
I've
what I mean?
never
You talk about,
justified.
you talk about sponge balls, you know, I haven't got to justify why I got it in there, I'll just do some tricks with it. You know what I mean? I don't, in my opinion, I've never been worried about justifying cards or why I've got these postcards. But if you do, it's so, simple. I bought these the other day, let's just try something.
Yeah,
Do you know
my
what I mean?
friend had these, he was throwing them out. I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if we could do something with train tickets?
Yeah, it's
You
just,
know, or destinations. You don't even say train tickets, you just say destinations.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
Well, I'm over in the UK and I use American coins, as you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I bring them out, I go, hey, let me show you something with some American coins. Have you ever seen these before? It creates intrigue. It creates interest. It's a great hook before you go into any performance. I'm working on a routine at the moment, which you know about, Pete, where it's all based on a map of a theme park. And it's a fake theme park map that I've created. And this fake theme park is in a completely different country. And, you know, I just bring this map out and I go, hey, I went here a few months ago. I don't know if you've heard of it. Let's try something. I really don't think it's an issue. What? Shut up, Simon. But yeah, I really don't think that anyone would say.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm the same as you and Harry and Ryland. We don't have to justify them, but if you're in the UK, it's very easy to justify. You travel a lot by train and you've got train tickets.
Yeah.
The way I do it is just to say that, you know, the amount of receipts and train tickets I've got to keep for my accountant is ridiculous. These are what I've got to send her next week.
Yeah.
And it makes perfect sense because that's what we have to do. And if you work for a company, you have to keep them through your expenses.
Also, it's such a good selling point. When I do this, I'll do it as I've kept train tickets from wherever I've performed. I'm not being funny. That is, someone's going to look at that and think, bloody hell, he's well busy.
Yeah.
They're going to think, wow, that's such a good marketing thing. Just be like, yeah, these are some of the places I've performed. And they're going to be like, well, he's booked at everyone. Let me get a business card or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just such a in-your-face thing, but no work at all, just doing a trick with it.
Zach asked if there's a crib for the stations. Zach, there isn't at the moment, but tomorrow, or have you got a PDF with like a legend, Craig, of what
I can send it over to you. No
Yeah, if you send it over, I'll connect it to the product. Even though most of them are self-explanatory and you can find them out by looking on the front of the card anyway, we'll stick a legend with the product so you can download it.
The one thing I was going to say about this is I know from my YouTube channel that a lot of close-up guys at the moment are wanting to get into stage magic, and they're wanting to do more stage shows. You do more stage magic than anything, don't you? And it's a bit nerve-wracking walking out on stage if you've only ever done close-up before, isn't it?
Yeah.
I find the best way to actually learn how to do stage magic is by taking something that you're doing close-up that will play big, and you can just do that same thing on stage.
Yeah.
This whole thing, fundamental routine, this is designed to work in a close-up environment. It will work. That what you saw with the post-it note pad that Harry particularly likes,
So good.
It's instantly resets. So that post-it note in your pocket, you're now reset to do that routine again, with a completely different outcome, including destination and everything. That routine I've done on stage many times. So you can work something in and get it good and get comfortable with it in a close-up environment, and then you can go and perform it on stage, and you'll feel more comfortable rather than doing something that you've never done before that you're trying for the first time.
Yeah.
100%. And it's good because, like you said, I mean, you carry this on you, and you can this on a notepad, and you can perform close up or stand up, whatever you want. You know, it's so I don't know. It surprised me that, not that this has only just come out because we push it forward because we're so excited, but I don't know. It's just such a good concept. I'm not sure. It feels like, how have we gone without something like this? Do you know what I mean? Because it makes so much sense.
Well, that was the thing. When I spoke to Mark Paul, and I was on the phone to him about a credit. So I rang him up and I said, Mark, I just want to rack your brains about something. And I was speaking to him about a mentalism credit that I was after. And we were chatting, and he said, oh, what you been up to, what you got coming out? And I said, oh, we've just finished filming a mentalism routine with Craig. And he said, oh, what's that? And I explained what it was, the train tickets. And he went, oh my God. He said, what a clever idea. And I said to him, I'm going to send you one. I said, if you like it, I'll gladly send you one. And he said, I would love one. And Mark, as you all know, is a full-time pro. And I've said to him in the past, Mark, I'll send you one. And he has turned around quite politely and said, I wouldn't use it. If he doesn't want it, he won't just go, oh yeah, send it to me. He'll go, oh, no, sell it. I wouldn't use it. With this, he said, send it to me. I'll be using that. And that Mark Paul is someone that I've got a lot of respect for as a mentalist. And when you watch Mark perform, he performs workers, good commercial workers. And he could see the value in this straight away. And he said, what a clever idea. And he actually gave us a quote. And Mark don't put his name to a lot of things at all.
Just a question there, how many cards? There are 26 in total.
And the reason there's 26 stations as well. And even that's the other thing, there's only 26 stations. Because what I've done, so that you have to limit the amount of stations that you need to know, each station is used twice, once as a destination and once as a departure point. So Birmingham New Street will appear as Birmingham New Street as a destination point, but it'll also appear as an arrival point as well. So even though each car... Yes?
You just said it's going to be a destination point and an arrival point.
Okay, you know what I mean. I'm tired. Yeah, he is right, yeah. The point is, it's used twice. So even though there's 52 possible stations that people can think of, there's only actually 26 stations. But you can go through them with a fine-tooth comb and not see anything.
It's so good. And there's nothing to see because you might have gone from this one and left from that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. But it's honestly, it's so good. And I love the fact as well, like little touches where some of the journeys are a lot longer, so the price is so much more. It's not like they're all just cheap ones. And I feel like it's a lot stronger as well if you say, I remember I was performing, like you said, I remember I was performing that. And if you do the one where, these are recent places where I've been performing, that I think was a wedding for, and just make up people's names, you know what I mean? Joe and Jan.
One of my favourite ways of performing it is Wayne Goodman's got a great presentation. He does it as a lie detector type thing, where he gets people. It's really clever. So he gets people to think of us. He gets people to take a train ticket at random, and he says, "Look, I tell you what. Pick 3 pieces of information off that train ticket, read it out to me, but change one of the pieces of information, and I'll tell you what piece." Now, And then he
clever.
goes on about psychologically, you blink, you look to the left slightly, as you said this. Well, so he just does it as a lie detector, a human lie detector.
Nice.
Thing. Really clever way
That's
of doing
wicked,
it, because
isn't
instantly you know what's on there, so you instantly know which thing that they've decided to not say.
Yeah.
You know, really cool.
That's great.
clever. I also think this would be so good if you'd done like a wedding fair or something. You had this and said, yeah, these are, like I was saying before, I'm just going to keep going down this route because it's getting me on it. But yeah, these places perform. All different weddings across the thing. We're going to try something. We're going to make your dream wedding right now. Now, if I get a train to your one, I'll add your card to the stack, blah, blah, blah. Now, yeah, what would be... you obviously get them to pick a card and a destination, so they're going to get married in Manchester, let's say. If you could have any singer performing at your wedding, who would it be? And then if you had one main course for it, what would it be? And then I predicted your perfect wedding on a perfect
Or
suit
your perfect
for it.
wedding present.
Exactly, yeah. And the perfect suit for it, I think, yeah, it'd be awesome. But yeah, there's so much you can do. I think it's brilliant.
Right. That mental epic type routine is very, very
So
adaptable.
good.
There's so many different situations. So if you're performing at a wedding or you're performing at an anniversary party, you could even do it as a corporate. So you can say, "Hey, we're gonna think about, first of all, a new product for the company. What new product are we going to be talking about? And we're going to be talking about a celebrity who's going to launch this new product for you, and it's going to be a place that we're going to launch it in." You know, and you can actually tie it in if you're a trade show performer, corporate magician. You can tie it into literally anything. It's very adaptable.
Yeah. Wayne Treadaway said, are there live performances for real people in the tutorial? That the trailer is 3, I don't know if it's 3 or 4 routines in the trailer, and that is a live performance to a live couple that just walked into Houdini's. And you can see all the people around. So even though you're performing to 2, when the camera pans round, you see everyone else there watching. So that was a live performance to real people. So yeah, we haven't put loads of them in explanations. You got them all on the trailer. You can see right there how it plays. We're running out of time, so I think we should drop the trailer once more.
Before we do, I do just want to give some shout outs quickly.
Go on then, let's give some shout outs. You might have heard my watch ping, 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 pinging. They're the orders coming in.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Lee, who picked up this and Drop, which is so good as well. If you haven't seen Drop, definitely check that out. Shout out to Roy, Craig, Sandy, Norman, David, Danny, Jamie, David, another Darren, Luke. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to have a look at this one here. Let's have a look, see. Sandy picked it up. Oh, also picked up the Mirage coin set of 4 train tickets. Yeah, honestly, thank you everyone. Toma, thank you so much. Picked up loads and loads of goodies. But honestly, guys, it's the support on these and on the live launch in general is incredible. And it's so fun having you here talking about stuff. And like we said, anyone who ordered it, check in your account because we'll do an after show at 8:15 where we'll go live. We'll do an unboxing, talk you through it more, have some bonus ideas, things like that. But yeah,
and it isn't recorded. The after
it's not
show,
recorded.
So you've got to join us live tonight.
Yes.
But we're going to go a little bit more in depth into the marking system. We'll give you the password so you can access the tutorial straight away.
Also, our American warehouse, as I said at the start, has got stock. So if you're in America, it should be sent out tomorrow, if not Friday.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Okay, let's take a look at the trailer again. Then we'll come back and say our goodbyes and we'll get ready for the after show.
Perfect.
Let's go.
17 for the 1832 South service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Waltham, Haywards Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill, Essex.
We're going to try and do a few things here, guys. Okay, we're going to try and do a few things, and I have items. I have a post-it notepad, I have a pen, I have a couple of packs of cards, and there's something else in my pocket that I'm going to show you in a bit. Now, I will tell you that this pack of cards, in a second, is going to get shuffled by yourself, okay? This deck of cards is not, because this deck of cards has a prediction in it for you, Tony. The reason I know this has a prediction in it for you, Tony, is because it says prediction on the other side. You see, I wrote something on a card in this deck, and I turned that card over. So you know which card it is. It is the only one facing in the other direction.
Platform 17 for the 1832, south end. Service to right, fast to East Croydon. Then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Balcombe, Haywards Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill.
You put the prediction away in your pocket or something for me. Great. So, I don't drive. Don't drive. Just something I've never done. I catch the train everywhere, or I get a lift off a friend. But you guys catch the train?
Yeah.
Okay.
Train.
So I collect train tickets. And these are all train tickets from 2021 and 2022. And they're all different gigs that I've been to. And if I go to a gig that I particularly like, I keep the train ticket to remind myself of the gig that I went to. Tony,
Yeah.
I would like you to take these cards, and we're going to try a little demonstration in memory first of all. So I want you to take the cards and cut them. Take these little, like travel cards, these little rail cards, train tickets, just give them a cut and complete the cut. No, complete the cut. So you put
Oh,
those
I
in.
put it back on.
That's okay, cool. Now, because when you cut like that, it changes the position of every single train ticket.
Yeah.
Would you like to cut again and complete the cut, or are you happy? You can cut again if you want to. You're happy there?
Yeah.
Positive? Can you take that? I don't want to see it at all, so don't let me see anything. Now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to tell me the date on that train ticket at the top right.
10th of September 2021.
10th of September 2021. Okay, I remember that. I'd been performing the night before in Yorkshire. So because I've been performing the night before in Yorkshire, I was staying in Yorkshire. But the gig wasn't in Yorkshire, the gig was in Wales. So I would have been catching a train going from Yorkshire. Where was I in Yorkshire? It wasn't Doncaster, it was slightly further south of Doncaster. It was Sheffield, and I was going to the Valley in Wales. How was that?
Platform 17 for the 1832, south end. Service to right, fast to East Croydon. Then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Balcombe, Haywards Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill.
See, that's not bad, right? That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see if we can go one step further. Do me a favour, give them a cut again and complete the cut. We'll get a completely different one. Complete the cut. Are you happy with that? This time, take this one. I don't even want to see the date. I'm going to look down. I don't even see the date. Now, what you just saw there was mind reading, right? I'm going to see if I can go one step further. Concentrate on the date first of all. Concentrate on the date. This is 2022, isn't it?
Yes.
2022. It's in the summer. It's August. August the 8th.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a standard class. Look at the price. Look at the price.
Yes.
It's not very expensive, is it? It's quite a £6.30.
Yeah.
Is it £6.30? And the reason it's £6.30 is because it was quite a short train journey. You were going from Hackney Central to Kensington Olympia. How was that? Amazing. How's that? That's not bad, right?
Platform 17 for the 1832, south end. Service to right, fast to East Croydon. Then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Balcombe, Haywards Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill.
Now,
Okay. Yeah.
this time we're going to try and do something even different. We're going to go on an imaginary journey, an imaginary day out. Okay? Now, the first thing that I want you to do is cut and complete. Fantastic. And I want you to take that one, but don't look at it just now. We're going to put it over there. Is that okay? We're going to get back to that in a minute. Now, on this imaginary journey, there's 3 parts. And the first part is what we're doing on that journey. You two are going on a little day out.
Okay.
Okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about is the activity. We're going to put down activity. So I want you to think, you can do this one first, Bradley.
Okay.
Think of an activity you'd like to be doing together. Bearing in mind it's a day out, it's not in the bedroom. So think of an activity that you guys could be doing together on a day out. Can you do that?
Yep, can.
Let me make my little prediction. I don't know. I'm thinking that'll be it. Let me just drop it there. I have committed myself. You tell me, what are you doing on this journey? You're shopping. You know how to. I like your style. You know how to.
For me as
You know.
well.
You know how to please the significant other, don't you? Nice. Okay. So you're going shopping.
Yes.
Right. Anywhere in particular? You're shopping for anything in particular?
No, I was just thinking any place.
Just anything.
Shopping.
Just going out shopping, hitting
Exactly.
some malls, doing that sort of thing. Okay. Next one.
Yes.
You actually have somebody with you on this shopping trip. You have a celebrity.
Yes.
So I'm going to write celebrity. You get to decide the celebrity.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Well, but don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Here we go. Concentrate. I got it. I got it. I got it. No, I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm committed. People say I should be committed. Who's the celebrity?
It's John Mayer.
John
Oh, you went John Mayer.
Mayer. Who?
Mayer.
Who the hell is John Mayer? I knew that. 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 John Mayer. Yeah. It just came to me in a flash. The final part is the destination.
Yeah.
You're going shopping with John Mayer.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Let me just write down destination.
Platform 17, the 1832, service to right, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Morecambe, Hayward Heath, Wimblesfield, Burgess Hill.
So the card that you picked at the beginning, have a look at where you're ending up. Okay, do you know where that is?
Yep.
And we'll use that as the basis of where you're going. So you're not going to the train station, but in the area that that train station's at, okay? So
Yeah.
don't let me see it. I'm going to write down here. Okay. Let me just pop that one in there. So think about this for a minute.
Yes.
You made all the choices. And I tried to predict everything. And I made my predictions before you even decided on anything. But you ended up going shopping with John Mayer somewhere. Where are you going?
Manchester, Piccadilly.
So you're going to Manchester. You're not going to hang around the train station. That'd be kind of sad. But you're going to Manchester, right?
Yes.
Okay. And these have been here. Whoops, there we go. These have been here. I mean, this would be impossible. You've seen a lot of crazy stuff here today. Like, you've seen some very, very strange things. But if I got this, that would be nothing short of impossible. Absolutely impossible. Frankly, I'll amaze myself if this one works. Because, frankly, it doesn't always, and that's true, but let's have a look. So first of all, I wrote down activity.
Yes.
And I wrote something on here before you even told me the activity. You said shopping, and I wrote down shopping.
Okay.
Okay. 1 out of 3.
Okay.
But then you said a celebrity. And I wrote it down before you said anything. You said there's no way you're going to get this, Craig.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
I wrote,
Shut up.
I know!
How?
I have no idea. This stuff just comes to me.
Magic.
And then finally, you're going where?
Manchester.
And I wrote down
Manchester.
That's
Very
amazing.
good.
But,
That's insane.
but
Insane.
before we
Insane.
finish, I
Yes.
promised you one last thing, the prediction that's been in
I
your
don't know how
pocket.
you got to John Mayer.
No.
Sorry. That,
No, me
I don't know
neither.
How you got to John
I don't
Mayer.
even know who the bloke is, so that was even more impressive.
Like literally, yeah, insane.
We're going to do one last thing. Do me a favour, just cut and complete the cut for me if you can, please, Bradley. You haven't
Okay.
cut at any point,
Okay.
so now you get to cut and complete the cut. That's great. Wonderful. So, this one right here. Can you have a look at it? Look at the destination. Now, if you're happy with it, or would you like to change it? You want to change it? Okay. Cut again. You want to keep it, or do you want to change it? It's the destination.
Yes.
You're happy with it. If you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. Here's the thing. The cards that were shuffled at the very beginning. You shuffled these into a random order. I mean, there's so many combinations. The more you shuffle, the more random the combination gets, right? We're going to try and do something. You picked a destination. You know what it is, right?
I do.
You are going to pick a card. As I cut packets onto the table, just say stop. There. Yeah? Do you want one more card? No, you happy here? The 2 of diamonds.
Okay.
So we have the 2 of diamonds, and we have a destination. What's the destination?
You tell me.
I don't know. I did the mind reading bit. I've done that like 3 times. This is the prediction. What's the? Wait, okay, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Make it hard for me, like a challenge. Remember the prediction? Can you grab it out or tell? Now here's the thing. Do you remember I said I turned 1 card over
Yeah.
from the very beginning? Yeah. 1 card has been turned over, and you said, remember I said I wrote something on the back of it? It's right near the front, as you can see.
Okay, yeah.
It is the only one that's turned over.
Yeah.
And I wrote on this, Valley. How did I do?
Oh, very good.
Was that the one?
That was the destination.
But the thing that's going to really freak you out, the thing that's going to really make you think about this when you go home and talk about this, isn't about how I predicted Valley. It's about how I did it by writing it on the back of the 2 of diamonds.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Guys, thank you so much for
Thank you
helping.
so
I
much.
really, really
Thank you,
appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Man.
Platform 17 for the 1832 Southend service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, 3 bridges.
Amazing. Amazing. So just to answer this, yes, the routines that Craig performed there live are all explained on the video. There was a couple of questions. I think we got a few newbies here tonight, and it's the first time they joined us for a live launch, who are asking how do they get into the after show. So we're going to show you that now. Craig will be back with you in 1 second.
Bear with us.
Craig and Rylan. So let's have a look
Have
here.
a look. So you go for it. You
No,
explain.
go on.
Okay. This is in your account, or this is actually in Dad's account. But yeah, this is what your account page looks like. On the left-hand side here, you'll see start to highlight. You want to click on Academies. That is where the live launch will be. Okay. The after show. Sorry. So click on Academies, and it will look like this in your account. You have the chat box at the top. Most probably your most recent academy underneath, and then if you scroll down, check this out. Scroll down. You'll see Ticket to Ride. Now just click on the computer screen of the Ticket to Ride, and then it'll refresh the page and bring it all up to the top in uniform. So you can sign up here into the chat box as a guest, or with Facebook, however you want to sign up. Put your real name in there because we want to know who's asking the questions. There's already 12 people in the chat room, as you can see. And then yeah, we'll be live in there in about 10 minutes where you can ask questions, and we will do unboxing, give you the password for the trick, and so much more.
I will say as well, tomorrow morning, even though you got the instructional video in Academies, that will be gone.
Absolutely.
That will then be in your download section. So it will move from Academies to downloads, and the after show will be deleted completely. But that's where you watch the after show. So, Craig, mate, it's amazing. Are you all geared up for the after show?
I'm super excited.
What about Rylan?
Is Rylan ready?
Rylan is going to bed.
Oh.
He's in the after show because him and I know he's so upset about it. Him and I are doing an illusion show tomorrow. We're leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we're in a van all the way over to Ipswich to work with Wayne Goodman. And we're taking a big van full of stuff with Kat as well. So he has to have an early night because I've got to wake him up very early tomorrow morning.
Wow. So you're going to Ipswich. Where are you travelling from, Craig? Just trying to find it in here.
From the Midlands, from the warehouse.
Nice.
With all the illusions. It's a 3-hour drive.
We're going from East Midlands.
East Midlands Parkway. I like what you did there. Yeah.
Look at that. Love it. Beautiful.
Well, have a great show tomorrow, Rylan.
Yeah. Enjoy. See you later. Good top as well.
Yes. Best top in the world. Right. So, Craig, we're going to say goodbye now. We're going to head over to the after show, and we'll see you there in about 5 minutes.
See you in 5 minutes.
Bye, guys.
Rylan. Right. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for this month's live launch. We will have a live launch at the end of next month as well. And once again, this is an item you will not want to
What
miss.
is it?
It's a re-release with some very special added bonuses.
No way.
Yes, way.
What the?
Yes.
Oh my.
You won't want to miss this, because even if you own this trick, the bonuses will blow you away. 100%. Right, so Wayne, you don't need the password to access the after show. You just need to do what Harry said. Go down to where you see Ticket to Ride in the academies, click on the screen. Can you show it once more?
Can indeed. But also, we will give you the password for instructions. So yeah, click on academies in your account, as you can see. So academies, click on the left hand side, scroll down and click on the screen next to Ticket to Ride, and then it will bring it all the way up to the top right there. And then that says offline at a minute, obviously, but in 5 minutes or so, that will say live. Click on the play button and you're good to go. People already chatting in the box. Lovely.
So you'll be able to ask questions in the chat box. So we're going to say goodbye. We are back for the Alakazam Live next Tuesday, so we'll see you there at 2 p.m. But we have got an Alakazam Live launch next month and every month for the rest of the year at least.
I bet you're, what's the day? Wednesday. I bet you're buzzing for the weekend. You can relax. Not doing anything, are you?
I am at the Magic Circle Convention with Andy. Me and Andy Smith are heading to the Magic Circle on Sunday. If you are around London, even if you're not a member of the Magic Circle, you can get into the Dealer's Emporium for only £5.
God, that's such
Members
a bargain.
getting free of charge.
Nice.
Yep.
Lovely.
But non-members £5. And you will see actually a couple of items that have not been released.
Get out of it. Seriously.
No.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they probably can't buy them, can they?
They can buy them.
You're lying.
But I've only got a few of each.
Oh my gosh.
So
Right,
come and
Sunday.
see us first.
Go see them first. Right. We will see you guys soon. Okay.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bob, we will see you there.
Yes, Bob. Toodaloo. Bye, guys.